Last week we started a series by the name of Numbers. This will be the last of the series for a while. It's gotten to be a little depressing through a couple of conversations I've had with people. But we're going to hit some numbers real quick and answer some questions. There's 308,468,172 citizens in the country right now. Unemployment is sits at 21%. Our current indebtedness, including liabilities, is $90,000 per U.S. citizen, and that's, of course, after they take everything away from you, you still owe another $90,000. There's been 42,423 bankruptcies as of today for this year so far, and 25,200 families, almost 100,000 people have lost their homes so far this year. Also, they're talking about health care on the Hill, which is going to cost each individual citizen another $3,000 to $4,500 each annually on top of that number. So if you make $45,000 a year, roughly figure you're going to take a 10% pay cut. And President Obama, as we talked about in the billion-dollar condom, is just wasted $33 of each one of our individual taxpayers' money on something 25 cents would defeat. Somebody asked me today, what do we do? How do we fix it? Well, to really fix it, we need to look at the problem itself, and it's pretty simple. You can look at something as simple as a coin. This is a 1970 Kennedy half dollar. See, if you look at it, we're talking about two issues. We're talking about conservatives and progressives, Republicans, Democrats. And see, that's the problem, because they're two different sides of the same coin. They in themselves are 85% of the problem. Did you ever think about that? It's not the 15% that they disagree on, it's the 85% that they've agreed on that has caused us to each be $90,000 completely liquid after we're completely liquidated in debt. Republicans, Democrats, they're the problem. You see, we said a minute ago there's 308,468,172 people in the United States. Do you know if each person in the United States donated $5 to a campaign action committee for independent candidates, that would be more money raised than has ever been raised in any national campaign by both parties combined? The two sides of the same coin wrote and passed all of the campaign laws. And that's the reason why a third party will never be established unless you think outside the box. And that's what we need to do. We need to think outside the box. How to get rid of this 85% of the problem. Vote independent. If you are interested in anything that's said in these videos, and you're encouraged to, stand up, register yourself as a write-in candidate as an independent. Register yourself on a website. Use ours if you want to. We'll help you out. Register yourself as a candidate. Stand as a write-in. Stand up as being an independent citizen. And for the rest of us the rest of you, that don't have the courage to stand up, consider donating money. And if you want to, send us an email. We'll figure out how to set it up. Because if each person in the United States donated $5, that's $1.5 trillion, And if people stood up in every jurisdiction of the country, this 85% of the problem would be gone. It's that simple. And I can't make it any clearer than that. At the current pace we're on right now, 1.5 million people will lose their homes this year, or 1.5 million citizens will be homeless this year. That's the trend of the numbers so far. And the numbers have not been getting better for the last year, they've been getting worse. Unemployment has gotten worse. The debt has gotten worse. We're now fighting more wars than we were last year. 85% of the problem. You decide. It's up to you to make a change.